Good morning, children. We'll start with a new lesson today. The clever deer. So, this is a deer, you can see here. There was once a deer who lived in a deep forest. River flowed through it. The deer was handsome, clever, and playful. That wicked crocodile who lives across the river is always on the outlook to catch me and eat me up. I have to be careful. So, now this deer is thinking to itself that where was the deer first of all? The deer was in a deep forest, means it is a thick forest where many trees and plants are there. So, we call that as thick forest or deep forest, means which is very much in the center. So, there was once a deer who lived in the deep forest. This deer was in the deep forest. River flowed through it. So, through that forest, what does it mean? The river was flowing. The deer was, look at the deer. You can only make out it was very handsome. It was very nice beautiful to see. The deer was handsome, clever and playful. It was very clever. At the same time, it was playful also. Means it will act as per the circumstance, situation. So that is what is playfulness. Now what is it standing there near the river bank and it is thinking. What is it thinking? That wicked crocodile, there is a crocodile in this river who lives across the river is always on the outlook to catch me. So what does it say? That crocodile will come and catch me and eat me up. So I have to be careful. One day, the deer was grazing near the river. He spotted bright red berries on the opposite bank. Oh, those berries look so delicious and tempting. I wish I could go across the river and eat them. What do I do? An idea came to his mind. He went up to the edge of the river and shouted. So what happened? This deer was thinking that there is a crocodile across the river. I have to be very careful. Supposing it sees me, it will catch me and eat me up. So I have to be very careful. It was thinking, no? So one day like that, what happens? This deer was standing near the grazing. Grazing means it was eating the grass near the river. He spotted bright red berries on the opposite bank. So on the opposite side of the bank, river bank, this is this side. So opposite of that means after crossing this water, the next place, land is called, river land is called as the opposite of the bank of the river. Understood? So what happened? When it was standing this side, it could see, what is this? Red berries, fruits. So now this was very much happy to see that red berries and this wanted to eat the red berries. So here see, oh, those berries look so delicious and tempting. I wish I could go across the river and eat them. What do I do? So now it has to cross the river and go and reach this, to reach the berries. It wants to eat the berries, but it has to cross this river. So now it started thinking, what should I do? I want to eat those berries. Berries are looking so good. So it will be very delicious or it will be very tasty. So what to do now? I have to cross this river and go and get the berries. So what happened? Immediately an idea came to his mind. He went up to the edge of the river and shouted. So what happened? There was an idea now. So it went near the edge of the river and it started shouting. Let us see what will happen. What happened here? Now standing on the other side of the bank of the river, it started thinking and it got an idea how to reach the berries. So what did it do? It just started making some sound. So let us see what is the conversation going on in the next stage now. Let us see the conversation.
Mr. Crocodile, hey Mr. Crocodile, what is it dear? Why are you calling me? The king is holding a banquet tonight and is inviting you and the other crocodiles. There will be a lot of delicious food. Wow, the king's banquet? That will be great fun, is it tonight? The clever deer went on. Yes, dear one, the king has asked me to count the crocodiles and report the number to him. Call all the crocodiles in the river and ask them to line up one behind the other so that I can count them all.
So what happened? Now you have heard the conversation between the deer and the crocodile, isn't it? Now what has to be done here? It want to cross the river and reach the berries. The deer want to cross the river and reach the berries. But it knew that there is a crocodile, very dangerous crocodile, which will eat it up. So it started making an idea and it started calling, "Oh, hey crocodile, hey crocodile." Then what happens? Immediately the crocodile came out and it started saying, deer is saying, "See, today the king has arranged for a dinner and the banquet hall. So you have to come, and the king has ordered me that to bring all the crocodiles whichever is present. So you please call all your friends, crocodile friends, and you just make them to stay in a line so that I can count and I can give a correct number to the king." You understood this? So now what happened? The crocodile was very happy because it's going to get a dinner, isn't it, in the king's palace. So it was very happy. Okay, let me see here. "Yes, dear one." So now this crocodile is telling to the deer, "Yes, dear one, the king has asked me to count the..." Okay, now deer is telling this. See, "Yes, dear one, the king has asked me to count the crocodiles and report the number to him. Call all the crocodiles in the river and ask them to line up one behind the other so that I can count them all." So now the deer is making the plan and telling the crocodile to get all the crocodiles to make them in a line so that it will count the crocodiles. Why it is saying like that? Because deer wants to know if there are any more crocodiles in this river. So that if these crocodiles are not there, it can easily go to the other side of the river bank and then it can get the berries. For that reason, this made an idea. And crocodile, what it will do, we will see in the next class. Thank you.